Well, g'day, Jonathan Brake here, and I'm coming to you from the trails of Pisgah National Forest in western North Carolina. We've just done a 1.8 mile uphill and now about a 2 mile downhill, which was fun and just as tiring. If you look back at another video, I talk a bit about that, how you got to pay attention on the downhill. But it was interesting today because the route we took, we would have had 5 or 6 hikers and riders say, hey, you're going the wrong way. And we laughed at that because, well, it was really obvious we were going the wrong way. It was steep and windy, and there was no way we probably were able to, I don't know, ride 30% of it if we were lucky, and the rest we had to push the bikes uphill. So yeah, like according to everybody and people coming down the trail, maybe people who hadn't done this half of the trail, we were going in the wrong direction. But it's funny because I knew where we were going. I knew what we had to achieve, and we're doing a trail in a different way, that the overall picture is that we'll do more downhill riding. Well, here's hoping. And that's the recommendation I've been given anyway on this trail. So it's really interesting, you know, that I was talking yesterday about the importance of knowing where you're going, as well as knowing what's right in front of you. We talked about the up the road versus the rubber side down and where you put your focus. Well, this one really was a good lesson in knowing the long-term direction, because you could look at the rubber side down and say, this is too steep, let's go the other way, which is, by the way, quite steep too. And then interestingly, coming down the one everyone said we shouldn't be going up, you know, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much because it's just a little too windy for me and my frame and my bike. But so here we are, and we know what the bigger picture is. We know what we want to achieve. We know the trails we want to take and what's going to get us back to where we started. And so it's just a good lesson when we think about that in life and in business, that it's really important to think about that in terms of we need to know where we're going. We need to know the bigger picture, because there's going to be a lot of people who'll come to you and say, hey, you're going in the wrong direction. And now, we listened to each of those people and we weighed it up, and but we did know our overall objective. And so in that way, we were able to take that information and go, thanks for that. I had actually done that trail before, so I knew how hard it was anyway. And so thank them for their advice and keep going the way we were going, because we knew in our hearts that was the right way to be going. So think about that today. Now, obviously, we've got to listen to advice. That's the key piece. We've got to listen to what people say. We've got to look at the environment. We need to, you know, I studied the maps and the contours, so I knew what we wanted to achieve. I even talked to someone who had done this trail before. So if you think about that in your personal or business journey, you know, having the right mentors, having people that have trekked the journey with us before. So think about that in terms of the direction you're going. When people are telling you going the wrong way, maybe you have a conviction that you're actually going the right way. And so have a think about that in your business and in your life journey today. Where are you going? Do you know the overall picture? Are you convinced that that's the right way to be going? And if so, are you prepared to deal with the people who say, hey, you're going the wrong way? Great talking with you again today from the trails. I'm Jonathan Brake. Enjoy the journey.